Hey guys, my name's Asila, and today we're going to be reacting to Restricted Restoration .mp4. As far as I know, don't quote me on this. As far as I know, this is supposed to be a possible trailer for Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. And I'm a Poppy Playtime I'm a Poppy Playtime gal, you know what I'm saying? A lot of my whole actually making videos started with like me playing Chapter 2 of Poppy Playtime, if you remember.
I know when your birthday is.
Yeah. Anyways, so I thought, why not react to this, because it's kind of on brand for me, right? Plus I haven't made a video in a while, and this dropped and I had free time, and I was like, okay, let's do this. As you can see, it's like, I think it's like 2 minutes total. We're gonna see what we can see from this. Yeah, that's how videos work. Oh, captions. I'm a smart woman. Okay. Ooh, I see glimpses of the future. Okay, sorry. Anyways. Okay, I'm scared. Okay, let's go. Foreign!
Test subject is 59-year-old Thomas Clark, a full-time employee at Playtime Co. since 1955. 6 months ago, he was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer. Now...
The lore is bursting at the seams. I can't handle this. Oh my gosh. Why is there so much lore? I'm trying not to pause too much, but like, they just dumped everything in the world on me. The unbearable weight of Poppy Playtime is getting to me. Oh my god. Life's what you make it. We're just gonna watch it all the way through, because I know people have problems with pausing. Okay. Terminal lung cancer.
Mr. Clark, of sound mind, has volunteered for this experiment.
Can you hear us, Thomas?
1199 displayed much more disorientation than we expected. Subsequent mental testing metrics were also cut practically in half. It's just conjecture on my part, but I don't believe he knows where he is or what's happened to him. To make matters worse, the other experiments could tell 1199 was different.
Ooh. Nah, dude. Oh gosh, man. Oh jeez. Oh, that's messed up. Thank you. They're already getting me, dude. Like I didn't think there'd be jump scares in a scary game. Asilo, you stupid. Okay, let's go. Oh, Thomas died.
They would have killed him had the research team not intervened, and even then there was still significant damage to the internal structures with some of the anatomy, namely the larynx and the thyroid, having been completely devoured. It took
your neck
12 hours in surgery to stabilize 1199. We keep him separated from the others.
So sorry, it just looks a little funny. Does that not look a little funny? I'm so sorry. Like, this is such a this is terrifying. This is horrible. Like, this is bad. Like, you can't, like, I'm just saying, like, the picture of them just being like, we like to keep him separated. It's kind of cute. I'm so sorry. This is a terrifying thing. Like, I'm not downplaying the situation. I am simply saying that this image right here with that pairing was a little cute. Okay. Maybe that wasn't a trailer. Was that a trailer? I don't think that was a trailer. What is happening, man? Okay, now I can talk because we finished watching the thing. I'm so sorry. My headphones are bugging the shish kebabs out of me, bro. Okay, I think I figured out a way to cope with life. So, foreign. I'm sorry. So here, I mean, Thomas.
Test subject is 59-year-old Thomas Clark, a full-time employee at Playtime Co. since 1955. 6 months ago, he was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer. Now, Mr. Clark, of sound mind, has volunteered for this experiment.
Okay. So they put him in a toy. Did they tell him that part? That's a little wonky, if I'm being honest with you. So he was an employee who was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer, and they were like, "Hey, yo, you toy?" And he was like, "Yeah." They were like, "Sick." That's the summary. Dang. Okay. Well, I mean, we, the collective Poppy Playtime community has theorized that either it was employees they were putting into toys, or if it was like orphans. That's so messed up, bro. But here we're saying that it was an ex-employee who, quote-unquote, volunteered. Not too sure about that, but pop off. And then... Oh! The eye moves, right? Like, I'm not... Oh, it's moving! Oh! Oh, God. Poor Thomas, man. Oh, why'd you volunteer for this, bro?
1199 displayed much more disorientation than we expected.
What do you put him in a toy? You shook up his whole world, and you're like, oh yeah, he's a little disoriented, my bad. Like, what did you expect? 1199, he's disoriented because they put him in a toy, okay.
Subsequent mental testing metrics were also cut practically in half. It's just
mental testing metrics. Like his mental capacity kind of plummeted?
were also cut practically in half.
Okay.
It's just conjecture on my part, but I don't believe he knows where he
Yeah,
is or
okay.
what's happened to him.
That's so messed up, bro. Like, that is so messed up. Like, ew.
To make matters worse, the
Nick?
other experiments could tell 1199 was different.
Well, okay, so why was he different? So, the other experiments, so he's not the first. So that's either meaning what? That the other experiments were, like, not employees? Like, why was... Oh, that has to be it, dude. That has to... Maybe, the other experiments were, like, actually the orphans. And... I almost said Nick. His name's Thomas. And Thomas was different because he was an employee. And that's why they beat him up. Because they're like, hey, yo, you did this to us. You suck. I mean, right? Like, that's gotta make sense, right? Like, that's why he was different. Because he wasn't an orphan. He was, like, a dude who worked with the company that was like, hey, yo, I'm terminal. Put me in a toy. And they're like, hey, yo, fam, you did this to us. That's a little messed up. Right? And then he's just... We get the shot of him being sentient. Slay. And then they mess him up, bro. Do we see who yeeted him? Yeah, he looks kind of like a Fall Guy, right? Hey, this is his little arm, his leg, and his face. It's a Fall Guy. In Poppy. Because we see this all the time in the game, right? Like in the actual playing whatever the frick. We see all these toys, like, mauled like this, with blood everywhere. And, I mean, we did assume, this is obviously experiment 1006, like, feasting, or whatever you want to call it, on these toys. I'm like, what if they're just all a tight little community? And then, whenever there are experiments with people who are past employees or whatever, they just kind of beat them up, because they're like, you guys suck, because you did this to us. You know what I'm saying? Because I could see that. I feel like they're a tight-knit group. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they look out for each other. It's like I feel like they look out for each other. So maybe these toys that we're seeing, like, sprawled over the Playtime game, the Poppy game is like other freaking employees, you know? Maybe.
Even then, there was still significant damage to the internal structures with some of the anatomy, namely the larynx
and the thyroid. Larynx, that's like in your neck, right? And then you have thyroids in your neck too. Thyroid. I mean, he's a dinosaur. Like, that's kind of the main. He's a long neck. It's kind of the main target, dude.
Keep him separated from the others now.
He's like, oh, baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't that, oh, I feel really bad. I feel like he got picked on, and I want to hug him and be like, oh, I'm sorry, Ben. But he might be a bad dude if he was an employee of Playtime. But still, just this image is just kind of sad. What's that noise, dude? There's like a little, I got thoughts. I mean, not really, I just told you my thoughts. No thoughts. Anyways, that was restricted restoration MP4. Maybe people were just trying to clickbait me, but people were like, oh, it's the Chapter 3 trailer. That was not really a Chapter 3 trailer, in my opinion. But, remember I said don't quote me on it? Yeah, that's right. But it's interesting, and it provides interesting context to like who the experiments actually are. Like I said, I think my main theory at the moment is that they are primarily using orphans, right, to kind of do these experiments, but they got an employee who was ready and willing, and then the orphans beat him up because they're like, you suck. And so that, I mean, that's right, like that's kind of what I got from this. I mean, with that, I'm excited for chapter 3, and what I think is so interesting is that chapters 1 and 2 came out like very close together, right? It was like within the span of like 3 months, I think. So it's technically almost been a whole year since we've had a new chapter of Poppy Playtime. I know they did the whole what the multiplayer playtime whatever, but like an actual chapter of the story hasn't come out for almost a year now. And that's interesting. Again, like I was saying, the first and second chapter came out within like 3 months of each other. So it's been a while. Will I be replaying the games? No, I am terrified. And I don't want to get scared again, but I'm going to play chapter 3 because I want to get scared sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. If you're into like this, if you're into Poppy Playtime lore, maybe drop your kind of ideas down below. I'd be so stoked to see what y'all have to say about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you continue to watch if you like my content. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you could, please. I know I sound like every other YouTuber. I'm sorry. It's kind of an unsaid rule that you have to ask this. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later. See you.